अब धूप में उधर जाएंगे।
मैं बैठ जाता हूँ इधर।
मैं बैठने का क्या सर, डस्टी है, डस्टी है ना उधर सर्कुलेशन के पास चाय में
छाँव
जाएंगे।
है ना इधर।
इधर है वो किचन में।
Okay, so this is your building, right? This is your chillers. So you have maybe 3 pumps here, right? This is building. Okay. So okay, so this is how it works, right? Water goes like this, comes back like this. So you, for example, you have kind of FCUs here. Okay, we have 9 FCUs here. Okay, so these pumps are normally, once it will be running, it will be in auto mode, right? So it will be running on depending on the DP switch installed here. Okay.
DP switch installed in return, right?
Yeah, no, supply return both. It will sense
Both.
the pressure difference of both. Okay.
Okay.
And there is a bypass valve also here. You can see it is there. So what will happen now? For example, you are running your pumps, 2 pumps on, for example, 30 hertz. Okay. So my chiller minimum requirement is, for example, my chiller is designed on 30 liter per second. Okay. Okay. Now my chiller demand requirement for primary variable flow is minimum 50% of the flow. So I need 15 liter per second here, at least 15 liter per second here always, right? So now these pumps are running on hand mode. This bypass valve is closed. Normally you are getting 60 liter per second. Okay. Now what happens that once you building will be reaching the temperature, it will start switching off the FCU valves. Okay. So your chilled water which is going to these FCUs will not come back, right?
Yes.
It will be stick there.
Stick there itself.
So now your return flow is reduced. Okay.
Yes.
Now in auto mode, once your return flow is reduced, the DP sensor sense the pressure differencer and it opens this valve, bypass valve, to maintain the minimum flow to the chiller. Okay. For example, now your return flow is, for example, 20 liter per second. Okay. Because this bypass valve is off. Now what will happen here? Each chiller will be having 10 liter per second, which is less than the 50% of our requirement.
Yes.
So this time chiller can either generate a flow alarm, both chillers or one chiller, or both chillers or one chiller also can generate low pressure alarm. Okay. Because our control expansion valve is electronically controlled. Okay.
Yes.
So you asked me before that the reason of the low pressure alarm is not only one reason that there is no gas. There can be multiple reasons, you know.
Low
Once
flow.
we will be here at site, that time only we can determine that this is the reason for low pressure alarm. So this is how it works. So once your CSM will be connected here with the chiller and pump, so it will be running automatically as per your chiller load demand. Your pumps will be ramping up and down. Your valve will be opening and closing accordingly.
Could you tell?
Chiller plan manager, what is the data it's receiving from the system?
Everything, like whatever you are reading here, you can read there. You can enable, disable the chiller from there.
And the sensors?
Yeah, sensors.
Could you explain?
Header center and header sensor.
Temperature?
Yeah.
Both.
Inlet, outlet, all.
Chill. The frequency. Could you explain the operation of bypass valve?
This valve will be operating on depending on the DP sensor command.
When it
actually.
gets
Once-
open, when it gets closed.
Because
Situation.
okay, once we need a flow to the minimum 50% flow to the chiller, right?
Yes.
So what will happen that once you are having a low load in the building, your valve will be closed, right? If your valves are closed, your bypass will not, your flow will not return back to the pumps. Okay, but we need a flow to the chiller. So what will happen? This CSM will sense this pressure difference and it will give command to open this valve to maintain a flow to the chillers. So this is how it works. So flow will be like, for example, this will be opening 30%. So you will be getting 30 liter per second here and 15 liter per second of our requirement for both chillers.
Okay.
So once this this building will be having more demand, what will happen? The flow will go here and here.
The bypass closed.
Bypass will be definitely the DP sensor will also sense that there is something happening in the building, that load is like building required load now. So the CSM will give command to this valve to close down, because right now you don't need I don't need you, so I need flow to the chiller. So this is how CSM.
Bypass valve also has some water balancing, or it is
No,
only
no,
on and off?
It is no, yeah, it is.
On
It
and
is
off.
working with the command of CSM to maintain the minimum required flow to the chiller on minimum load. Yeah. It's not on and off. It's regulating actually.
So the sensor will be there in the bypass valve, right? The
Flow sensor.
flow sensor will be there in the bypass valve.
Yeah, there will be flow sensor. Either it will be here or here on main header actually.
Not in connected with not in, but in the line.
In the line, and this bypass will be working on the command of this DP sensor.
Yes.
How
and
about
flow
the
sensor.
FHU? FHU connected to the